Kubla Khan is a renowned poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge in which the pleasure dome is a symbol containing rich layers of meaning. Its relationship with the poet himself needs scholarly interpretation. The pleasure dome is introduced in the first stanza of the poem. The poet vividly describes its construction in these words. In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alph, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man, down to a sunless sea. The pleasure dome is an opulent and fantastical structure. It is situated in Xanadu. Kubla Khan has created a fictional palace. It becomes a central theme in the poem. It represents the creative act of the poet, as well as the imaginative realms of the mind. In the poem Kubla Khan, Coleridge expresses his experiences and life events. Therefore, the pleasure dome is a reflection of his creative impulses. Coleridge wrote the poem after waking from an opium-induced dream. The pleasure dome, in this context, becomes a metaphor for the poet's own mind and the dreamscape he explores through his verses. In addition, the pleasure dome is also a manifestation of Coleridge's desire for artistic expression and the pursuit of sublime beauty. The grandeur of the dome mirrors the poet's aspirations for creating a work of art. The pleasure dome is the poet's own imaginative world that he illustrates in written words. The pleasure dome also serves as a sensory delight and aesthetic pleasure. Coleridge creates vivid imagery and sensory language to describe the landscape surrounding the dome. He evokes a sensory experience for the reader. It suggests that the pleasure dome is not merely a physical structure, but a conduit for emotional and aesthetic engagement. Examples from the poem itself support the idea of the pleasure dome as a reflection of the poet's creative process and aspirations. Coleridge's use of vivid and lush imagery, such as gardens bright with sinuous rills and incense-bearing trees, paints a picture of a place that transcends reality. In conclusion, the pleasure dome in Kubla Khan is a multifaceted symbol that is intimately connected with the poet himself. It serves as a metaphor for the poet's creative endeavors, aspirations for artistic expression, and the transcendent power of the imagination. Through the lens of the pleasure dome, Coleridge invites readers to embark on a journey into the realm of poetic inspiration and the limitless possibilities of the human mind.